Good afternoon, everybody. Guess what? You don't have to worry about becoming an Australian citizen by the legal pathways, by getting on a boat or by trying to claim to be a migrant or someone that's a refugee or someone that's in danger or harm or is being persecuted somewhere. No, 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 no. You don't have to. Look at this. You can buy Australian citizenship by investment. Woohoo! You can. If you have enough money and if you have enough people in the right places, you can buy your citizenship into the country. You can pass all the back doors, you can pass all the red flags, you can go past everything and you can just saunter on in with waving your little Aussie flag going, woohoo, I'm here, baby, I'm here for you. Can you believe this? This is a real thing. This is real. And I'm being very condescending. I wish that I was a bit more of an actor, but I'm a realist. I'm not a faker. I'm not a pretender. I get very emotional. I get very passionate about this stuff. And the fact that, Australia is sending us down the shithole, sending us right down the toilet, and we don't even have a bit of toilet paper because it all got used in the COVID bullshit where they used the first scam on us. When they went, okay, we're going to get this big thing about this toilet paper. There's not going to be enough. We can't have enough. And the Australian people are going to panic like shit. They're going to go batshit crazy over it. And they're going to go and they're going to fight and they're going to scrap and they're going to create all this. We've got to get the media there to hype it all up and just put all of this media out there that there's no toilet paper. People have got the shits literally and nobody's got any toilet paper. And then as soon as that all happened, they looked at each other and went, we've got these guys. Hook, line and sinker. They fall for it, guys. These Australians are so fucking stupid. Look at this. They're fighting over toilet paper. In the old days, we used to get the yellow pages and the business pages, which was, like your little phone directory. And that had paper in it. And we would always joke and say that if you ever ran out of toilet paper, you just rip one of those off, wipe that on your ass. Yeah, you might have a bit of, print on your backside, ink print on your ass for a while. But that's okay. It'd be someone's phone number. And it'd be like a tattoo, temporary tattoo. So, yeah. And that's how they knew. They knew that they were going to be able to roll out the whole bullshit because everyone was in this panic, this fanatic desire to kill, maim, and have a big feud over stupid things like toilet paper. And that just showed how gullible and how easy we are to manipulate. So don't fall for those tactics again because it's a joke. Just call them out. And this is now the whole, you can buy your own citizenship here in Australia. So it says here, why limit yourself to living in one country when you can have Australian citizenship by investment? In times of uncertainty, a second dual citizenship provides the comfort of knowing that you and your family and your finances can be secured by having an alternative base and home in Australia. Wow. Sounds so good, doesn't it? So they're saying if you've got money, you have wealth, you have assets, you have a future, and you're in a country where it's going down the toilet, don't worry. Just come over to Australia, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and just throw us a little bit of money my way and we'll let you in, mate. Don't you worry. Sweet as chips. Come on. And you don't have to bring any dunny paper. We've got plenty. Don't panic. It's okay. In the same way and for the same reason that people diversify their investments, so do people seek to acquire multiple citizenships. Additional passports provide security as well as access to various countries, visa-free. Now, look at all of this. This is the rich and the elites and the people that have opportunities, using them to their advantage. Aside from global mobility as a result of visa-free travel to many different countries, citizenship to another country also often provides various other additional benefits, such as the ability to bring your family with you, the ability to diversify your investments in other jurisdictions and to find new opportunities, consular support when overseas, the right to vote, financial assistance. What financial assistance are they talking about? So that's what you're going to become NGOs together, or they're going to give you some grants or some certain money. We'll find a job for you, don't you worry. Oh, and you need some money, that's okay. We need a developer to do this, and we need someone to build a road over there, and you can get the tender because we're not going to put any tenders out. We don't do that. Oh, we need some security guards for a down in Melbourne. We need some security guards to look after the the people's, camp things. Yeah, the quarantine centres. Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry, put a tender in, mate. Don't worry, it's okay. I'll just give you the money. Don't you worry about it. Just don't go banging any of the residents, okay? Because that's bad. And then access to education. So they're going to use our free education for their children, possibly, but they've got all this money, remember? And in some cases, tax management advantages. Can you see that? And in some cases, tax management advantages. Why do they get tax advantages that the Australian people don't do? So it tells you that there are different streams that you can go under to become leading to citizenship in Australia by investment. That's what they're calling it, citizenship in Australia by investment. It is possible to apply under one of these streams. From a financial perspective, the citizenship by investment streams require 1. Successful business history and net assets of 1.25 million. Or, so you don't have to worry about any of that. So you don't have to have a successful business history. If you've got 1.25 million, that's not too bad. We'll take 1.25 million because that's a lot of money to us here in Australia. Overseas, it's pittance. Or the making of an investment, an approved investment of 2.5 million and assets of 2.5 million. So you either got 1.25 million cash or assets of 1.25 million and a successful business history, or you've got 2.5 million to put into Australia under an improvement investment and 2.5 million in your back pocket, or making an approved investment of at least 5 million. So you can either put your 2.5 where you keep it and we will only borrow it 2.5 for a while, because this is your tax. Remember we talked about some cases tax management advantages, and this is what I'm talking about. When you buy your money, you buy your way in. Maybe you're buying some bank bonds. Maybe you're helping doing some development on a piece of land that one of the politicians happen to have changed the council registration licensing jurisdiction for. Who knows? Or by making 5 million investment, must have completed entrepreneur activity in Australia, or the making of approved investments of at least 15 million. So you've got to either have had some entrepreneur activity here in Australia or have at least assets of 15 million. So it just seems to be lowering the standard of people and raising the ballpark as to how much money you need to have. So you are basically investing your cash and your money into a position here in Australia. And it goes through here that it takes about 12 months, blah, 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 blah. And it says here, if the application continues with the conditions of the stream, blah, 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 they can apply for permanent residency and subsequent citizenship. In most streams, you can apply for permanent residency after approximately 4 years or after streams. What's next? You do all of this, blah, 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 blah. And we've got special people that will do it for you, that will do it personally for you. And New Zealand has exactly the same thing. So it's not just here in Australia, it's in New Zealand as well. Our workshops will be hosted by our investors relationship manager exclusively for you, because you're big bucks. You're worth that. You're worth our money, baby. Don't you worry. You've got at least $5 million. If you've got $15 million, if you're a dickhead and you've got no skills or assets, but you've got $15 million, it doesn't matter. You can come on in. Come on in. But anyway, and there's same stuff to New Zealand. But anyway, let's go a little bit further, because it gets a little bit scary, because it seems that Australia is not the only countries that you can do that here. All right, citizenship by investment for other countries. So it's not just Australia and New Zealand that are doing this scam. And you wonder how all these rich people are able to drive around, flip around the world, do whatever they want without any of the ballparks or the guidelines that we need to have. The world is a big place. Yes, it is. Thank you for my poor mind. Thank you for telling me about that. Purchasing citizenship is a legal and government method approved for obtaining citizenship. Can you believe that? Purchasing citizenship is a legal and government approved method of obtaining citizenship. Purchasing citizenship. Get that? This is available in numerous countries. which include the following: Austria, Malta, Antigua, and Barbuda. I thought that was Barbuda, but it's not. Barbuda, and the Commonwealth of Dominica. Can you believe that? So there's some countries that will lower the ballpark so low that they don't care who you are, they don't care what criminal history you have, they don't care what your behaviour, your mannerisms are, what character you have. As long as you have the cash and are willing to put some of it into government industries, then come on in. We'll open the door and we'll get the hula hoop and we'll do everything for you. This is really quite disgusting. And has anyone ever heard of this? Because look at that. Look at what it says. Purchasing citizenship is a legal and government-approved method of obtaining citizenship. Purchasing citizenship. So I thought everyone was trying to be equal. No, this is disgusting. But anyway, I'll link this down below. Have a look into it yourself. As you can see, it's all a scam. It is a money hugging, money laundering organisation, and I'm really appalled, and I can't understand how Australia and nobody's talking about this. Obviously it's legal. Is it moral? Is it the right thing to do? Is it doing the country any favours? Possibly. But I'd like to see the evidence. I'd like to see how many people are buying their way in and how much money and benefit have we had from those people that have bought their way in. That's what I'd like to know. But anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I've got another video coming soon that's sort of a bit closely related to this. It's quite shocking, really, when you think about it. They're talking about the world. You can go from here to there to everywhere else. It doesn't matter, because you're rich. Basically, money talks, bullshit walks. But anyway, I've got to go. So look after your family, look after your friends, look after your dear darling animals, and protect your children, because they don't want them. It seems that the world in Australia doesn't want them. But anyway, I've got to go. So Godspeed to all. Godspeed.
It makes me sick what I do for this